Okay, class for marketing management because almost all of you skipped the class 2 weeks ago, yeah, for marketing management, and that agenda is I want to share question for final test, and because of that I make this video to give you a explanation and also give you information about question for final test for marketing management. If you look on YouTube, there is I already put on the description the question for final test, and I would like to share the question and also give you the right answer, or at least you can look my answer, and then you can enlarge the answer by yourself. It means that you can give your opinion. As long as according to the theoretical, I will give you perfect score, just like fundamental of marketing management. And according to information that I received from Mr. Dudianandia as a course coordinator, he gave me authority to make 5 questions, and he will choose 3 questions to become your question for final test. And I will share 5 questions. So please take a look very carefully about all that question, because I guarantee that from 5, definitely that there will be 3 questions to become your question for final test. And the first question for marketing management, number 1, is there is an old quote in our country about customer is a king. Is that true or not? And the answer is it depends on. According to the Philip Kotler book, and also according to the many sources that I gathering, there are at least 3 special customer, and the 3 special customer you can treat them as a king, because they are give big impact for your business. And what type of customer what type of customer that you must to treat differently with the regular customer, special customer. Number 1, customer that buy in large amount. If they buy in large amount, you must to consider them as a special customer, because large quantity, it will give you a big turnover and also good profit. Maybe for the profit of margin, maybe it's not as good if they buy not in large amount, because of course the price will be different. But large amount, it guarantee large or big turnover, and also it will increase also your profit. So the net profit will increasing. That's first type of customer that you must treat differently. It's about if they buy in large amount, or customer that buy in large amount or large quantity. Number 2, customer that already became your partner. For example, like franchise business. There's so many franchise business out there which is they don't arrange their business with professional. They don't know about how to open a franchise business. So they just sell a tools, they just sell a food, but they offering a franchise business, and a little bit make me laugh, because they didn't understand about the franchise business. Franchise business is about trust. So we must to treat our franchisee like our partner, and then special customer. We must to know how to treat this customer differently, because they already become our partner. If they failed in their business, definitely they will give impact to our brand as a franchisor. Because that if you are want to open franchise business, there are so many franchise businesses. I give you suggestion if you want to try, like Indomaret, Alfamaret, like Superindo. That's a good franchise business, because definitely they will always keep franchisee earn a profit. For example, if you open a business and open for Indomaret franchise, and your profit is didn't good, or maybe it's not according to their business plan, they will give you reward. For example, like you don't have to pay employee salary. The franchisor will pay your employee salary. Why? Because you need to have a stable profit first, because that is very very important. If you want to choose a franchise business, choose the franchise that consider their franchisee, not just sell a tools, or just sell maybe in Indonesia we call there are so many food industry, like a tenant, or maybe in Indonesia we call gerobak. They just sell that. They didn't care about their franchisee success or not, earn a profit or not. They only just sell an item. That's not good. That's a hit and run business. And this franchise then will never going to become a big franchise, because they didn't treat their franchise like like their special customer. Special customer, it means that we must treat them differently. And number two, the type of criteria that we must to consider our customer as a special customer if they already become your partner, if they already become your franchisee. That's a second type of customer that we must to treat them differently. Number three, the last one, if they pay, maybe not in large quantity, but they pay very expensive product. For example, like there are so many people in Indonesia, when they buy very luxurious car like a Rolls Royce or like a BMW with in 7 series, of course the guarantee between they buy BMW X1 and BMW 7 series is different. BMW also treat them differently because they buy very expensive product. Very expensive product is related also with a good profit of margin. And also we must to understand that for a special customer that buy luxury product, sometimes when they satisfied with your product, they will promote your product in their friend and on their in their family, and because they are rich people, definitely they will have a rich friend, rich family, and then you don't have to promote one by one. Just treat this customer differently. They will promote your product to their college, to their friends, to their family, and definitely you must treat them differently because they buy very expensive product. Maybe for bag like Hermes, maybe for watch like Rolex, or maybe like car like a Rolls Royce, or maybe like a Lamborghini or BMW or Mercedes-Benz that special edition. For example, like BMW 7 Series or Mercedes-Benz S-Class or Mercedes-Benz GLS or Mercedes-Benz G-Class. That's a very expensive product, so we must to treat this customer differently than a regular customer. So that's question number one. And question number two is about if you become marketing consultant for our beloved University Ubaya. What's your strategy to increase the number of students, especially in international program? Because I believe that you already know, because I already give you that information in class, that we have a lack of student for international program. The decreasing of number of student is always happen every year. So what's your solution for our beloved university to compete with competitors such as Petra Christian University or Ciputra University? So I consider our opponent only just Petra Christian University and Ciputra University, because only that university that have international program. For Muhammadiyah Mandala, I already checked, they didn't have international program for economic. So only Petra and Ciputra consider as our competitor. How you dealing with the competitor? How you promote, and then how you make this university increasing the number of students and beat our competitor? For example, like Ciputra University and also Petra Christian University. How? Now, maybe in my opinion, number one, I think Ubaya must do promotion more than competitor. Especially our lecture must promote in their high school about the uniqueness of Ubaya. And the uniqueness of Ubaya, I think, is related also with our university as a public university. And we don't we are not a university that based on religion, such as Petra, for example. And compared to Petra, because I also graduated from Petra Christian University, sometimes they may be ready, they have a lot of knowledge, but sometimes they didn't know about how to act in workplace, because they only live in homogeneous situation. Then usually we know that the Petra, usually the circle of Petra Christian University always related with Christian. Maybe we only handle a Christian person, and sometimes maybe same with our race or our culture, because some of them is Chinese Indonesian. Because of that, I think the diversity is our uniqueness that our lecturer must to share to every high school in Surabaya, that we have that uniqueness compared to our competitor, especially Petra Christian University. Number one is maybe we must to do promotion, and number two, do cooperation with more international university. Because I hear from Mr. Rudi that you have a dual degree program, right? And in the past we have so many cooperation with many universities in Australia, in Holland, in Germany, but I don't know what happened because I'm not a fixed lecturer. I heard that only just Chinese Taipei that now only just Chinese Taipei that cooperate with us if you want to take dual degree program. And for me, that's not progress. That's setback because I think Upaya must need to increase cooperation with many university, especially in West Country, to promote and also to persuade all the high school students that we are the first university, or maybe we are the only one university in Surabaya that have cooperation with many university, especially in West Country. So number two, I think that our university must to increase their cooperation with the many university, especially in West Country. And number three, maybe in my opinion, Upaya must give us treat international student differently, because I believe that almost all of you already pay very expensive for tuition fee. We must, as a lecturer, I also consider you are different with the regular student. We must to treat international student different with regular student. Maybe give them more facility compared to regular student. Just like Petra Christian University, they give lot of benefit more than regular university. Regular student. For example, maybe give parking space in Ubaya, so you don't have to queue on a bus to deliver you to university. But maybe give a parking space that inside Ubaya, so you only just walk to your class. That's a thing that we must to under. That's the thing that we must do increasing in the future, that increase facility for international student. And maybe that's only my opinion. You can enlarge this answer. You can also modify this answer based on your opinion. Maybe you have a suggestion that better how to make our university fit our competitor. And in this case, our competitor is only just Petra Christian University and also Ciputra University. Or maybe for example, maybe in the future Upaya must to increase practical knowledge. It means not only just a theoretical, but they must to give student a duty assignment that give them practical knowledge. They must to practice how to become a good speaker, how to become a good marketer, how to open a business in the real life, because that's totally different between open a business in the virtual world and the open business in the real world. That's different. And I think Upaya must to increase practical knowledge, must increase promotion, must increase cooperation, must increase facility for international students. And the last one, I think Upaya must to increase the lecture quality. Because I also admit that maybe my English is not perfect, or maybe the other lecturers is not perfect, but I hear from many students that there are so many lecturers invited that they totally can speak English fluently. And I think Upaya must increase their lectures quality, especially but speak fluently in English. That's my opinion. And please, you must to modify and then give your own opinion also to make your answer totally perfect. Okay, that's question number 2. And the question number 3, that if you are become marketing consultant for a new company, what's your strategy when your company want to launch a new product? Like I told you in the 11 meeting or 10 meeting, I'm a little bit forgot. I teach you about product strategy, and there are 5 product strategy that you must to do. There are 5 piece of product that you must to know before we decided that this is a good product. For example, like introduction. The first part is introduction. You must do research that this product has a market or not. And also maybe in the introduction, don't try to give a good profit. It means don't try to targeting high profit, because in the introduction, the goal or the purpose is to promote your product. And also give a lot of promotion. And a lot of promotion related also with the price. So cut your price, make people know your product first, know your brand first. So in the future, you can give you can increase your price slowly but sure. Yeah, that's very important. Introduction. Number two, growth. Growth, maybe you need more advertising. Cooperate also with the if you already earn a profit, you can spend the profit to promote more. Then maybe collaborate with Celebgram, or maybe doing promotion that have a bundling product, or bundling, and you can lot of things. But the most important about growth is about how to make a good advertising and how to make a good distribution. You must try to cooperate also with so many distribution company that has a good reputation, so customer will didn't have to wait too long to get your product. Number three, maturity. Maturity, it means we must do more effectiveness, because in maturity it means that there are so many new product in the market, so you must do marketing effectiveness. It means you have to cut the marketing budget, which is you don't need. For example, like cooperate with Telegram. Maybe for in the growth phase that's important, but maybe in maturity phase you don't need that. Cut that budget. Okay. Number four is about decline. It means your product is maybe is already long, or maybe there is other company that create more creativity product. For example, like if you are in technological company, of course there are maybe there are other technology that more advanced than you, so you must do constant costs and reducing people or reducing employee, which is very important, and do basic promotion, because you're already famous, right? Maybe it's going to decline but still famous, so you must to do marketing effectiveness, but more effective. It means you must to reduce employee, which is not too important and didn't have a good productivity. And the last one, obsolescence, is cost effectiveness, or maybe you must try to make your product or new product, or maybe you must try you must try to new business, open a new business again. And don't forget, you don't have to worry, because I already put it on the description below. And then in the group, if you're still confusing, you can ask me directly. I will also give this note for you for number 3 about product strategy. That's question number 3. And question number 4, imagine if you become customer, is related with retailing, wholesaling. What's your opinion about Hypermart and Transmart based on your opinion as a customer? And we must to compare with four characteristic that we must to compare between Hypermart and Transmart. Which one is better? Transmart is, the owner of Transmart is Citicorp, Kel Tanjung, and Hypermart is Lipo Group. And if you are, as a customer, when you are shopping in that two giant mart like that, which one is the best? Compare, and you must make comparison with four characteristics. Number 1, service. Which one is the best in your opinion? Which one is the best about how they handle customer? For example, like if you want to pay in the cashier, or maybe like if you want to ask to employee which one is the that item, the location of that item, which one is have better support for you, Transmart or Hypermart? Number 1 is about service. Number 2 is about location. Which one is the best based on your opinion? Because Hypermart located on the mall, in the mall, but maybe Transmart, they also located in the mall, but Transmart, there are so many Transmart that only just open up in the mall. For example, Transmart in Ngagel Street, that's not in the mall. So which one is the best in your opinion based on the location? And number 3, shopping atmosphere. Which one is the best? Give you best experience in atmosphere. Which one is the best? And it also with how do you look rack of the item. Which one is the more understandable, more easy to find? Related with that. Shopping atmosphere. And the last one, number 4, is about shopping experience. Shopping experience related also with promotion. Price. Which one is to give you the best price when you are go to shopping? Okay, that's the 4 characteristics, and you must to make comparison, give score, and then the conclusion which one is the best based on your opinion as a customer between Hypermart and Transmart. Hypermart, the owner of Hypermart is Lipo Group, and Transmart is Citicorp, Kel Tanjung. and Facebook group from Mokhtar Riyadi. And the last one, number 5, the last one. Imagine yourself as a business who want to become business man or business woman, and then you want to open your own business, and then you want to take franchise business. What franchise, in your opinion, that became the first franchise that you want to open? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I repeat once again. Number 5. Imagine yourself as a businessman or businesswoman, and then you want to open a business or entrepreneur, but you don't want to make a business by yourself. You want to take a franchise business. So what franchise business that you want to take? And I give you budget. I give you budget now, because sometimes there are so many students. They want to take McDonald's. They want to take Starbucks. Well, that's a lot of money, of course. I give you limited budget. 500 million rupiah. Only 500 million rupiah. The maximum franchise that you can take for this exam is only, imagine if you have only maximum budget 500 million rupiah. What franchise that you want to take as a business owner? Okay, that's a 5 question that you want to, the 5 question for marketing management. If you still confusing, or maybe if you still want to ask, don't hesitate to ask me. You already invite me to your group, so please ask, and then answer with modify. Don't forget to modify also your answer. So don't just rely on my answer today, but modify your answer. Give your best opinion, and then the result you will get a good score too. Okay, and I will repeat once again. Number 1, there is an old quote in our country: customer is a king or a queen. Is that true or not? Number 2, imagine yourself as a marketing consultant for Ubaya University. What's your strategy to make our beloved University Ubaya compare with beat our competitor? And from this case, only just 2 competitors, Petra University and Ciputra University. Number 3, imagine yourself as a marketing consultant for a new company that want to launch a new product. What's your strategy to make their product survive in the market and also become market leader? Like I told you, there are 5 strategy for product strategy, right? And also number 4, imagine yourself as a customer, and then you want to go to shopping, monthly shopping, and then you want to go to and you must to go to, there are 2 options, Hypermart or Transmart. Which one is the best? Compared to 4 characteristics that I already mentioned before. Yeah, for 4 characteristics: service, shop experience, including promotion, and also location, and also atmosphere. Which one is the best? Compare between Hypermart or Transmart. And the last one, number 5, if you want to become franchise business owner, what franchise that do you want to take? And the maximum budget is only just 500 million rupiah. Okay, thank you for your attention. If you still want to ask, don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, thank you. God bless you. Good luck for final exam, and see you again in the next semester. And I hope that we can meet offline. Thank you.